how quirky the answers you want it to. Hi, I'm Zul. I'm the MP for Choa Chu Kang GRC for Keat Hong Division. They know that I'm a lawyer for almost 2 decades, but maybe they do not know that I founded a crisis shelter. Forget it, it's so boring. I do have a bed at home, but I seldom lie in it. I like to sleep on the ground, on the floor, with a mattress, of course. Yeah, it's been a habit since young. I used to stay in a small flat. I was, for most part of my growing up years, I don't have a bed. Living with 5 other siblings, you don't have much prime space. So even when I'm traveling for work, it will be very hard to sleep. I have a playlist, mostly Imagine Dragons, Bryan Adams, a bit of Taylor Swift, Shake It Off. But podcasts, I do listen to sports podcasts and BBC Sounds. I like Witness History, talking about the human interest and how history evolves throughout the years and from the perspectives of the survivors and of course the victors. It helps me focus on other people's perspectives. I read a lot for a living, for my job and for my constituency work. So listening to the podcast when I'm on the treadmill, exercising, helps me to unwind a bit and also gives me a fresh perspective and ideas and information. Right. A lot of people don't understand what is this GPC all about. We are a bunch of MPs who are from various expertise and experience and skill sets. We look at a lot of the legislative amendments and bills and make sure that every part of it, the legislative intent comes true, and we make sure that the policy doesn't have unintended effect. Chair, the deputy chair, or the member of the GPC, we work as a team. We have a WhatsApp group chat. We bounce off ideas. We have copy with each other. And actually, this particular GPC Law and Home Affairs is very, very active and busy because we have a lot of work on our hands. We are a bunch of people who love working with each other. I do look forward to working and helping, coordinating with all of my members of the GPC. Because we have a perfect amalgam of a lot of things. It takes a Singaporean to know one. And you are overseas, when you're in a different place, and you kind of know that whether that person is a Singaporean. And when you have that connection, you light up. And I feel that we create this kind of connections with each other. We create deeper identity and bond amongst one another. Some people say you can tell by the accent, but actually by the thinking as well. By the way, the choice of words you use, and the phrases that we kind of use. Every culture, every race has its own unique identifying feature, but a lot of it stems down to the language that you use, the language that you love, the language that you use to listen to, the podcasts, the songs. I'm the chairman of Bulan Bahasa, the Malay Language Committee. I love the pantun, which is a way of addressing things in a poetic manner. I think that the language, every language, the Malay language, Chinese language, the Tamil language, have their unique ways of conveying message that can only pull at the heartstrings, that can only be heard through your listening ear. That's what excites me. So whenever I'm an auditory kind of guy, I listen more than I speak, which is quite rare for a lawyer. But I think when you listen intently, you actually see the beauty in things. Connectivity that I have with residents and constituents, when they listen to my speeches in Parliament, they send me a text. My WhatsApp message number is open to all Keat Hong residents, so they connect with me directly. Of course, they send me good morning messages also every time. But it's also rewarding to know that they feel that I've been heard, and not just that, the words are being acted upon, and they know that someone's looking into it intently and on their side on things.